Yer! What's up, KK crew? I figured that we should just call y'all KK crew, like, cause y'all the KK crew. So, but today, we are gonna be washing this head of mine. All right, y'all. So if y'all cannot already tell by the title and the thumbnail, we about to be doing this head, y'all. My head has been itching every freaking day, like, cause I think it's because we work out, so the sweat and my scalp and stuff like that. So we are going to be washing my head, and these are the products that I'm going to be using. This is the shampoo. I don't even know how to say this brand, but yeah, this one. We're going to be using that one. And Mood, we always using your products, look. But Mood, we're always using your stuff, always. So sponsored, we always use for real. So, but this is the conditioner that I'm going to be using. It's the Rosemary Mood conditioner. It says natural rosemary conditioner, and then this is the shampoo. It's like an aloe vera shampoo. So yeah, we're gonna be using that. So let's go ahead and snatch the bonnet off. Oh! Okay, y'all. I had to sit that over there. Woo! It's itching already. So let's just get straight into this. Alright, you guys, so I gotta start by drenching my head.
It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back. When all I can think about is I see you laugh. Falling for you already,
Alright, y'all, so now I'm just gonna rinse it out. It's all sudsy, it's all soapy. I scrub my scalp good, clean my locks, you know, the actual locks itself, not just my scalp. Gotta wash the curls at the end. Y'all, when I first got locks, first of all, let me tell y'all, I didn't even want locks. Some of y'all may know, because I know I have regular viewers, you know, who might know, but I didn't want locks. I'm being completely honest with y'all. I did not. When my mom, I almost cried when she was like, I'm putting locks in your hair. I was like, I don't want those. So, but you guys, I ended up washing it again. So I'm about to rinse it out. And yeah. So we're gonna rinse this out, and then we're gonna go straight to conditioner. Look like a freaking fishing rod. Alright, y'all, so we're about to rinse this out. Alright, y'all, I just rinsed out. That was, see, the first wash didn't really count because it wasn't too sudsy, as y'all could see. So, y'all, look at my curls. Look at my curls, y'all. Y'all, outside of locks, it was a whole process when my mom did my freaking hair. it would just shrivel up. Like, it would just like mat up. Like, just mat up as soon as she's done washing it. As soon as she like conditioner it, she would put conditioner in it. And then she would comb it. Then she would let it sit. Then she would rinse it out. Then she would have to comb it again.
It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back.
Big job. It was a lot. I don't even know how my mom would do it, having to do it every 2 weeks. Cause y'all know I ain't have the locks. See, with locks you only get them done every couple months, so it's like I'm not getting my hair done every 2 weeks anymore. I'm not getting my hair done every 2 weeks with the fake hair in it and all that stuff. So we not doing no more of that. Whew, y'all, my hair feels so much lighter. It looks clean. Like, we're gonna like oil it and stuff like out in the sun. But yeah, so this is my hair after the wash. This is my hair after the wash. This is the curls. Y'all see the curls. All right, so we're just finna like section it off. So I don't know where I'm gonna go. Maybe we can just sit right here, and we can just right here. So I'm gonna section it, and then we're gonna condition each section. All right, y'all. So we finna section it. Like, y'all, I used to be so tender-headed. I used to scream. Comment down below if, I don't know if you're an adult or a kid watching this video, but comment down below if you are tender-headed and what was getting your hair done like for you, or what is it getting, like how is it getting your hair done? Does it hurt? Are you tender-headed? I want to scratch it. All right, y'all, so I want to start, I think I want to start with the back section. I'm not sure though. Yeah, let's start with the back. So I'm gonna put all the rest of this inside. Y'all, like, look at all my locks, y'all. Imagine my locks, or imagine when they're long, like down my back. Cause y'all know, if you don't know one thing about locks, I'm gonna tell you this. Locks will have it make you look like, it will make you look like you don't got a lot of hair at all. Cause locks, the shrinkage, bro. When I first got my locks, bro, the shrinkage was crazy. My locks was to here. Woo! Kelly's coming and show me her dress, guys. You wearing that one to school? Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. So let's just leave that like that. So we're gonna start with this back section. Let's put this one up here. This might fall. All right, y'all. All right, so we're gonna start with this section right here, y'all. My shirt is soaking wet, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, like I was saying, locks will literally make you look like you don't have much hair at all, but your hair could be down your back. But nobody would know that, because locks, like, they just shrivel all the way up. Like, the shrinkage is ridiculous. Y'all done got some on the counter. All right, move. Always using it. My mom is always buying this brand, and it smells really good, guys. They have what is it, a coconut flavor or something like that, and then this one is rosemary. I do not miss getting my hair done at all. Look at all the hair on my head. I don't miss getting my hair done back how I used to get it done in the States. I hated it. It was so much. And my hair took a lot, like, and it still does take a lot, but it doesn't have to get done as often, you know what I'm saying? So I like this light. It's a good lighting for the video. I think I got a piece of hair on my eyelash and I feel it. But yeah, I do not miss getting my hair done. Like, yo, I used to scream and scream and scream. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it wouldn't even hurt, bro. It wouldn't even hurt, bro. I would just be screaming just because, like, sometimes she wouldn't even be touching my head, and I'm just, ooh, ooh. Bruh, I was always doing the most. Yes, the birds. Okay, so that's one section done. I know, right? That's what they do, y'all. So these on our shed, because I know most of y'all be seeing it on the live. Our shed, these birds. I want to get this out of my eye. These pigeons, they built a nest up there. She had babies up there. I'm actually gonna post that. They got babies. Alright, they got out. Alright. So let's take out the back section. But like I was saying, like, I do not miss getting all the products in my hair. Like, I feel like once you get locks, like, it make you not want no more tension or pain on your head, because it's like our locks is always be like getting left alone. Like, we just leave them alone. So it's like, you know, like I said, we're not getting our hair done every 2 weeks and stuff like that. Like, none of that no more. We don't have to deal with none of that no more. So it's like having locks really make me not want no type of pain, no type of tension on my head, because it's just getting left alone. My head hasn't dealt with that type of pain in a long time, like, for real. So I'm trying to section up. They actually building a house next door, so if y'all hear that, they're just building a house next door on this land. So yeah. But y'all, let me tell y'all, my mother always had me flying cute though. But y'all, if y'all would have seen the process of how I got flying cute, bruh, screaming every single time, like, for real. For real. Alright, so this is the section that's done, and then I'm gonna sit it on top of the towel. Yeah. Now I'm finna do this side. Let's put this up here. Y'all, this is my first time doing my hair by myself like this. Usually I just wash it in the shower, but like, I wash it at the sink today by myself. Usually my mom is always the person dealing with my hair. I don't really like people in my head other than my mom and my aunt. That's it. I don't really like people in my hair. And then the thing about us being here in Costa Rica is that, like, people are so interested and they, like, always want to touch our hair. So, like, when we first moved here, people would come up to me and touch me. I'm like, what are you doing? But then, you know, my aunt was like, you know, they're just interested, you know, they're not trying to be weird or anything, they're just really interested in us and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, because why are you coming up to me, touching me? Like, that's how I used to be about it. But now I understand. I'm older and stuff, so I understand. At the time when we first moved here, I was actually 11 years old when we moved here. So go ahead. Everybody say hi. Hold on. Everybody say hi to Mama Keys. That's her name. In the chat. Hold on. In the comments. So yeah. So when we first moved here, it was just like a really big change for me, for real, with everything. Even my hair got changed. Like, for real. Like, even my hair got changed, y'all. I promise y'all. Like, it was a really big change for me coming from the States, and, you know, the lifestyle over here is so different in Costa Rica, you know, versus what I'm used to. I ain't used to this type of life. Like, but now I'm used to it. I wasn't. And y'all, I honestly really didn't want to. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to come here, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't want to come here because at first my mom was like, we're gonna, you know. Actually, let me start from the top. So one night, this is when we was in the States. One freaking night, my mom calls me out my room and she's like, "Hey, babe." I say yes. She said, "Come here." So I come out of my room. She's like, and this is when my aunt and her friend was staying at our house for a little bit because they were just coming to, like, surprise see us. So they was there. So they was all sitting out there at the table talking. And she called me out. And I'm like, yes. And she's like, how would you feel if we went to go visit Costa Rica? Like, how would you feel if we took a trip to Costa Rica? Like, a trip? Like, heck yeah, a trip, yeah. Like, yes, I want to take a trip. What kind of question is that to a kid? Yes, I want to take a trip. So then she's like, all right, yeah, so we're going to visit there and then, you know, see if we want to move there. And I'm just like, okay, bet. That sounds like a plan. So then, literally, like 5 minutes after she just told me that, she calls my name again. She goes, Kaylee. I said, yes. She said, come here. I come out of the room. She's like, we're moving to Costa Rica. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Because you just said we was just finna take a trip there. So she was like, no, we're moving there. We're going. I said, all right, she probably not being for real. I said, all right, she probably not being for real. A couple weeks later, next thing I know, we packing and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, so this happening for real? And she like, yes, we're going. We're getting out of here. We're getting out of the States. We going to Costa Rica. And at the time, my aunt was living here. My aunt and her friend. So my aunt and her friend was living here, and she was just like, y'all should definitely just come. Like, y'all come stay with us. And, you know, I was just like, you know, I'm worried about school, you know, my friends, my cousins, and all that stuff. So I'm just like, what do you mean we're leaving? I'm like, this is my home. Like, this is where I was born and raised for 11 years. So, because I've only lived in the States for 11 years of my life. Now I'm 15, so we've been in Costa Rica for like about 4 years now. So I've definitely adjusted, and now I'm even going to school here and everything. But like, she was just like, we started packing and stuff, and I'm like, ma'am, hold up, I don't want to go. She's just like, and she just like, nah, we packing, we going, we getting out of here. I'm tired of living here. I'm tired of being here. Everything's so expensive and all that stuff. So I was just like, you know, I was a kid. Like, I was only 11, so I'm like, you know, I ain't understand, you know, none of the bills and stuff. I didn't even know why she left. I don't even know why we left. I don't know why she made that decision at the time, but of course now I know, and I'm more older, and I understand, more mature than I was when I was 11. So I understand why we moved. But when we first moved here, it was like, for me, it was like, I was happy, but I wasn't happy, because I was like, this is not what I'm used to. Like, I wanted to go back to what I was used to. Everybody that I know, I'm like, we're moving to a freaking foreign country, and people walking past me speaking blah, 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 blah. Because at the time that's what it sounded like to my ears. I'm like, ain't nobody here speaking English but the tourists. Like, what are we doing? So then it was just like, when we moved here, I was like, yeah, this is all so pretty. This is all so beautiful. Even the place we moved to was very nice. Like, I gotta get all up under there. The place we moved to when we first moved here was very nice. Like, it was so pretty. We had beach view. We could see sunsets every freaking day when there was sunsets, and it was beautiful. But it was just like, this is all pretty. This is all nice, but I want to go back to the way I was living. And, you know, I didn't understand, because I wasn't the one paying for things, and I wasn't the one paying the bills and none of that. So, you know, I didn't understand, of course. So I'm just like, I miss my cousins. I miss my family. Like, what are we doing? And I felt like I missed so many people, and I missed everything about, you know, my past life, I guess, you know, like, our past life of living in the States. Gotta get the middle of my hair, y'all. My past life of living in living in the States is like, yeah, this is also pretty, this is also beautiful, but this is, I don't want to be here. I'm like, this is not where I'm happy. But of course now I'm happy. So I feel like, you know, I kept a lot of things inside and didn't really, you know, say it out loud, you know, bottled it all in. Shout out to Dre the Dream. if you're watching this video. So he was like, you bottled it in. And I was like, yeah, I bottled it in. I didn't really talk with, you know, my mom about it, and talk to my aunt about, you know, everything that I was going through. I guess withdrawals of leaving the States. I don't know. I guess that's what you could call it, withdrawals of leaving the States. I do want to get it in my scalp. But yeah, I guess that's what you could call it, like withdrawals of leaving the States. I don't know. So I had just, it was, I remember this one day. This one day, it was, this was our first Christmas here. And it was actually Christmas Eve. And that day, I think that day I was giving my mom attitude. I was giving her mouth. Because that day, I just really was not happy. Because this was my first Christmas without my grandmother, without, you know, she's not passed away, guys, she's alive. But, all right, y'all, so we're gonna let this sit. We're gonna finish the Costa Rica talk. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so it's time to rinse the conditioner out. Yeah, this smells so good. Like the rosemary, I'm telling y'all. I don't know if this brand is in the States. I don't know, but get this. If you see this, get this. All right, but yeah, let's get into rinsing it out. All right, y'all, so it's all rinsed out. So we are going to continue about the talk about Costa Rica and how I felt when I moved here, when we first moved here. And yeah, so let's get into it. No. All right, but y'all, this is the oil that I'm going to be using. Love and Beauty Aceite para el Cabello. This is the oil. Smells really good. It's con aguacate, olive, and almond oil. So this smells really good. She also bought this other oil. It's like a coconut oil, and it smells really good. But I'm not gonna be using that one. I think we don't have no more of that. But yeah, so back to the Costa Rica talk. I am gonna be sectioning my hair, and I will be oiling it while I'm talking to y'all. So back when, like I said, okay, so I had already told y'all about when my mom told us, and then we packed up, and then we flew here. Y'all, I was like, no. Oh, okay, I know where I left off. So it was that Christmas Eve, our first Christmas here. This was gonna be our very first Christmas here in another country, here in Costa Rica. So it's Christmas Eve, and I think I'm gonna start with the back section. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve, so you know, I'm in my room. I stay in my room most of the day because I really wasn't feeling it. I was really sad. I was really upset I was really upset and sad that this Christmas wasn't going to be the same as all my other Christmases. This wasn't what I was used to. So, you know, I'm in my room, I'm just talking to my cousins, trying to, you know, talk to them, trying to get the Christmas vibe from them because they're still in the States. So yeah. So I think I want to start with oil in my scalp first. So I'm gonna squirt it into my hand just like that. Oh shoot. And then I'm just going to take some and rub it into my scalp. But anyways, so yeah, I was all like most of that Christmas Eve, I was just in my room talking to my cousins, like trying to, you know, get some of their Christmas energy, because I'm like, y'all Christmas gonna be the same. Hopefully I can, you know, get it through y'all You know what I'm saying? Like that Christmas energy, that Christmas vibe or whatever. So, and that day I was kind of woke up with an attitude, and I was giving my mom attitude and stuff like that. And she was like, you know, she was telling me, she was like, I remember I had said something to her. Y'all, I don't remember what I said to her. But she was like, who are you talking to? She was like, what is your problem? She's like, you've been mad all day. She's like, you had an attitude all day. What is your problem? And I just break down crying. And I'm just like, and I told her the truth. I let it out. I said, Ma, I was like, Ma, this is not what I'm used to. I was like, this is not the Christmas that I'm used to. I want to, you know, I miss everything back in the States, basically. I miss everybody. Like, I was missing everybody. Like, my cousins, my grandmother, everybody. I was missing all of them. And she was just like, well, Kaylee, that's not our life no more. I don't remember exactly what she talked to me about, but she just stood in the room and she talked to me. And trying to make me feel better. At the end of the conversation, she had gave me a hug. I was still crying. Then I had went downstairs and to go. I think I had went downstairs, and then my aunt was at the bottom of the stairs, and then she saw I was crying, so she just gave me a hug, and we was just standing there hugging. But yeah, so really when we first moved here, I feel like it took me, and it was like I liked it. But it was like, this is not what I'm used to, bro. It's just like, I feel like this is not what I'm used to. And I had to get used to, you know, the change and realize that my life is not going to be the same no more. So, y'all have finally accepted that. I don't know when I accepted it, but I'm way better now. I feel like I just used to wake up with attitudes, being upset, and all that stuff. And I was just mad that God woke me up, basically. So I feel like when it came to us moving here, it took me a little while to definitely adjust. And it was like, yes, we was going to the beaches and getting on free boat rides at that. People was giving us it was hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. We was getting on, having free boat tours and everything. Like, we were so blessed, and we still are. But it's like, you know, even all of that wasn't making me happy. I guess I was like, this is not what was making me happy. It was like when I felt happiness and I felt at home when I would get on the phone and stay in the room and talk to my cousins. And it's like, when I got off the phone, it's like back to the Costa Rica life. But I guess so. I really squirting this into my hand again, and we're moving on to the second section. So that was like the only time that I really felt, you know, at home, I guess I would say, you know. And I used to just stay in the room. I wouldn't wake up till that's because I used to stay up late on the phone with my cousins and stuff like that. And we would just be in the room having a really good time. And I felt like that was the only time that I was happy, you know, that made me happy. And it's like, yeah, us getting on these boats and this beach, and we going to this beach and that beach with blue, clear water. Yes, it's all amazing. It's beautiful. It's paradise. And, you know, I guess I didn't really look at it as paradise at the time. Now I see that I'm living in paradise. Like, I've done lots of things that some children haven't done and may not get to, you know. So I finally realized, you know, that I'm living a life that most people want to live. You get what I'm saying? Like, and at first I wasn't happy about it. All right, so the two back sections are done. I'm living a life that, you know, most people want to live, you know. And this life that I'm living is just a vacation for most people, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so after a while, you know, I used to have a lot going on. I feel like I used to be very negative, I feel like because of a certain person that I kept talking to, was, you know, their negativeness was, I don't know if the right word is like portraying onto me. I don't know if that's the right word to use for this sentence, but yeah, like, so I feel like I was always being negative. I was just a negative person. I would wake up with attitudes, and it's like I don't even see how I was being like that, you know. I don't even see how I could be like that and look at the life you live. And I guess I didn't realize how much of an amazing life I was living, and that I'm still living. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like I didn't realize that at the time. And I feel like maybe the devil didn't want me to see how much of an amazing life I was living. I was always, you know, moody, attitude, wake up with an attitude. I would go downstairs, my aunt and her friend and my mom, they all downstairs, happy, holly, jolly. I go downstairs and I'm just like, you know, the negative dark cloud in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, like, spraying more of this. I'm just like, I guess I just had to find my happiness, find my peace. I don't know what I had to do. I don't know what I did. But I know that I'm not like that anymore. Like, I was saying this and talking to y'all about this on my mom's YouTube live. Like, I just kept everything bottled in. I ain't talked to nobody about it. And, you know, I don't know why I bottled it in. I don't know. Because I feel like I just missed what I used to have. I just missed my whole life. And, you know, it was a lot, you know, of change. But, yeah, guys. So I feel like I really didn't realize how much of a good life that I had, you know, and that I have. But now I realize how much of a good life I have. I feel like I love my life now. And at first, I was just... I didn't feel like, you know, I've always been the person that's like, I'll bottle it in before I'll talk to anybody about it. And if I'm going to talk to anybody about it, it would be my aunt. But first, I'm just going to bottle everything in. I'm going to keep it all inside to myself, let it pile up, and then eventually I'll let it out. Sometimes, you know, I was missing everybody so bad. I used to be crying over people like they done passed away. I'm crying over people who probably would never cry over me. But I was crying over certain people because I just missed them. And, you know, I wanted to go back to the States because I'm like, you know, yeah, this Costa Rica life is beautiful, it's nice, but this ain't what I'm used to. And, you know, I'm in a whole nother country. I don't understand people. You know, at the time I didn't understand anyone. And it's just like, at first, I'm like, I'm coming to a whole nother country. Everybody speaking Espanol. I'm like, all I know is hola and de nada. That's how much I knew at the time. Now, of course, most of you may know that I speak Spanish now. Yeah, so it was just like, I'm coming to a country. I don't understand what these people saying. But eventually, you know, and then I was like, I realized here, if you want to make friends, like, especially like with the kids and stuff, you gonna have to put in some work to learn this language. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. So after a while, after a little bit, I realized that, Kaylee, you gonna have to get on Duolingo and do some Spanish for real. So I had eventually ended up getting on Duolingo. Got all the curls, yo. I had eventually got on Duolingo, and Duolingo actually really helped me a lot. Like, Duolingo is so helpful, and it really helped me a lot with my Spanish. And then how I learned Spanish was half was Duolingo, and then the other half was when we first moved here in a certain house that we moved to. We had a lot of neighbors that had kids and only Spanish. These kids only spoke Spanish, not one bit of English at the time. So me and Kayla used to be outside playing with them every day and learning new words every day, you know. So that really helped me a lot. Like, both of us, I feel. We used to be out there speaking that Espanol, for real. Y'all, this oil smells so good. It really needs to be in the middle of my head. I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, y'all, I'm done oiling it. But yeah, so I definitely learned Spanish from these kids. Like, playing with the kids and stuff really helped. Like, interacting with people. And it's like, you know, when y'all can't even see my face, when you know, as we're outside playing with them, you know, we'll hear, well, I know this is for me, I'll speak for myself, because I don't know how Kayla, you know, took in the Spanish. But for me, when I would hear them use a word, and it's like they're always using this word, like this one specific word. Let me use this word, jugar. Jugar means play. So when we would go outside and they're like, vamos a jugar las escondidas or something like that, I'm like, jugar. And then I'm like, okay, I hear it, okay. Then it's like I pay attention to the times that they use it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, my hand's so oily. I pay attention to the times that they use it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if they use it every time we're playing outside, then I'm like, okay, that must mean play. So, you know, moving here definitely helped me learn a whole nother language. Now I'm bilingual. I never ever thought that, it looked like a freaking wig, I never ever thought that I would be speaking any other language but English. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought I was only gonna know English for my whole life. I thought I was gonna know English for my whole life. And yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, like, for real. So I feel like Costa Rica definitely helped me learn a whole nother language. I don't know it all fully, but I know enough to get me around. Like, if I went out into the town by myself, which I'd be able to get around and speak to people, I understand way more than I used to. And yeah, for real. Like, so I suggest Duolingo. Now, if they take your day streak away, abort mission. Because that's what they did to me. They had took away my day streak. I was like, oh no, I'm done with this. Y'all hear this duo? Oh, okay. So, but yeah, so I do want to show y'all my hair in the sun. But yes, I really appreciate y'all. If you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate you so much. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate all 821 of our subscribers, like, for real. And by the time I post this, we might have more than that. But I appreciate everybody who has subscribed, who's been here since day one. And even if you are a new subscriber and if you are a newcomer, I appreciate you for tuning in and hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate all of y'all and everything that y'all do, all the love that y'all give to us and everything. So, but I do want to show y'all my hair in the sun, y'all know, and that's another thing, guys. Here in Costa Rica, my hair has got bleached. It literally got bleached by the sun, like, for real. So it really got bleached by the sun. I never knew that. Like, in America, they don't teach you that the sun can bleach your hair. They teach you to, oh, don't be in the sun, stay out of the sun, it's not good. Bruh, the sun has literally bleached my hair. I have blonde in my hair and everything. Like, Kayla has blonde in her locks. Like, moving here to Costa Rica, my hair has dyed itself. It has gotten dyed by the sun. Like, it really has gotten dyed by the sun. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gonna be able to see, because my hair was never always this color. Never always this color. So we finna head over here to the sun. It's a very breezy, beautiful day out here in Costa Rica. You know what I'm saying? It's a very beautiful day, and we still gotta freaking work out. Y'all see the shirt. I'm tired. It is the weekend, y'all. So yesterday was Friday, last day of school. You know what I'm saying? But let's head over here to the sun, and then that is gonna be the end of the video. I really appreciate y'all for, if you watched all the way to the end, if you watched all the way to this point right now, because it's not the end yet, but if you watched all the way to this point, I want you to comment comment a Costa Rica flag. Comment a Costa Rica flag if you made it all the way to the end. If you made it all the way to the end, comment a Costa Rica flag. I really appreciate y'all. The KK crew. That's y'all new name. Tell me if y'all like it. Comment down below if y'all like that name, the KK crew. I like it because y'all the KK, like y'all the KK crew, like. All right, but oh my god, I do not like the way my hair look like a freaking wig. Okay, let's head over here to the sun. All right, y'all. So took the towel off. Like y'all see the color already. We're finna stand over here. Y'all look at that view. All right, y'all. But anyways, dang, I can't even see for real. But y'all see, like, look at the color. Look at the color. This is all this Costa Rican sun. This is all the sun's work. I didn't get highlights. I never dyed my hair. My mom was probably never gonna allow me to do that anyways. But yes, y'all, look at that. I'm gonna put it to the side. I don't like how it looks like a wig. Anyways, but y'all, the hair is glowing. The hair got the color going on. And y'all, look at my locks. Some of them are still plaits at the bottom. So for some reason, some of my ends won't lock, which I'm pretty happy about. I like that my locks have that curl at the end that, you know, everybody's locks is different and unique. And I really like that. One thing about my locks is that my ends won't lock. So now my roots, yeah, as y'all can see up here, this is locked. But you go down, y'all see the plait? Y'all see the plait and then the curls, like. And my mom did these for me. Now my aunt did my first interlock, but my mom did this for me. She put the locks in my hair and look at them now. Like, y'all, it look good in the sun. Hold on now. Comment down below if you have locks, and if not, do you want them? But we're gonna go ahead and end this video here. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all the KK crew. I appreciate everybody in the KK crew, for real. But that's the end of the video. If you made it this far, like I said, comment a Costa Rica flag. Comment a Costa Rica flag in the comment section down below. And that's the end of this video. Please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notification button on if you have not already. And make sure, definitely hit that subscribe button, because if you are not subscribed, then what you doing? If you're not subscribed, then ¿qué estás haciendo? Entonces, that's the end of the video. We love y'all, and we out.